Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the featherweight bout between Darren Elkins versus Jonathan Pearce. And high season right here is I'm going to go high confidence Jonathan Pearce to beat Darren Elkins. And this is very much momentum, and it's very much like one guy seemingly over the hill. And I mean, he did this over the hill. I mean, Pearce did lose to an over the hill, like got embarrassed by an over the hill Joe Lozon in the past, but I feel he's coming to his own. I feel like he's found his weight class, and he's like I say, he's fine. He's got him right in momentum. He's not no longer that guy just debuting or 2 fights into the UFC. He's establishing himself at 45 now. So we're gonna let that be in the past. And I feel like Darren Elkins is definitely looking shot. And yeah, so I got to go high confidence, Jonathan Pearce. And then, like I said, the reason I just mentioned is why he's not a lock, but I feel like he matches up pretty well with him for Darren Elkins. I feel like Darren Elkins still skill wise is better than him in the grappling and wrestling department, but you got to go with the younger, bigger man out there versus the guy that's like damaged, as his name implies, and pushing 40. So you got to go with the younger guy, and I feel like he'll be able to get him out there in the distance. I feel like it should be a good competitive fight, maybe through early points, but I actually feel like it's not just gonna be grappling. I feel like striking wise, I feel right. I don't think, matter of fact, Darren Elkins has never been the prettiest striker. Like he's been manageable. Like he go out there with some of the best strikers and like seemingly hold his own on the feet. Like his striking isn't pretty, but like I said, experience and like this comfortability, probably going with better strikers in the gym and stuff. Like him himself, his technique don't look that good, but like I said, it's his fight. So it ain't about who being pretty, it's about who can be more effective sometimes. So like it won't be the most best technique, but he can hold his own. But nonetheless, I just feel like the young guy should be able to outpace him, should be able to outwork him. And I don't think Darren Elkins gonna be taking damage that well. I feel like Pearce should be able to use his size, use his length, use his youth, use his speed, and be able to touch Darren Elkins. I don't feel like Darren Elkins, like I said, well, the damage he take, I don't feel like he'll be perceiving those shots as the best. So he'll be getting hit a lot more than he would have in the past. Different area that striking is going to set up the wrestling, and the wrestling is going to set up the striking. Like I said, you mix those things together. This is mixed martial arts. You start to wear on the older guy. And when, like I said, when you start to establish success in one area, it's going to open up more success in other areas. Especially y'all both well-rounded and y'all both kind of match up pretty evenly. If you just one-dimensional, even one-dimensional fighters sometimes, like they go in there with wrestling, they can stuff his takedowns, pick them apart, and then they can start setting up takedowns. But when y'all both kind of matched up, it can be more easily. That one takedown, also now confidence starts to shift your way. Or you land somebody, you get a good sequence of combinations on the feet, then the hands start to come up, then the takedowns start to materialize or become open and available for you to materialize them. But yeah, there's gonna be a case where yeah, it's gonna kind of be a little mix and match, probably a little tough early on, but then once Jonathan Pearce starts to get something going on the feet, this is gonna start to open up on the ground, and then I just feel like Pearce gonna start to just really be on top of him, just constantly tagging with shots, and then the ref gonna have to save Darren Elkins from himself, probably like a third round TKO, but like good little back and forth scrap for like maybe like a minute, I mean not a minute, but like a round and a half. But I feel like it's still gonna be Pearce rounds, and then like eventually the damage start gonna it's gonna start to accumulate, and the years of damage gonna be there already on the board. Like he coming in the fight with like 500 damage on him, and then from there you can get more damage added on him, and then eventually you start to get the life points beat out of him. Then the refs had to save it from him. And I'm gonna say like a third round TKO for Jonathan Pearce. So in this one, I got Jonathan Pearce via third round TKO.